All right, good morning. Out here on Lake Washington this morning, getting ready to get started fishing. It's kind of cold and foggy out here, but I'm gonna walk you through a couple of baits I'm gonna be fishing this morning. And my first choice is gonna be a half-ounce white and chartreuse Arkansas custom tackle spinnerbait. I've got a Indiana blade on there. It's gonna give me quite a bit of flash, but still that thump. This is one of my favorite early spring baits for slow rolling around shallow cover. We've got all these cypress trees, and I'm just going to be taking this bait and slow rolling it around those knees and those stumps and just scratch those bass. They're just waiting to move up for this early spring spawn. So this one's got a old school living rubber skirt. I do multiple skirts, but I really like the old school living rubber. When the water here is about 46 degrees, this skirt moves with a real slow pulsing action with a split tail trailer to kind of bulk it up. Those early spring bass like that. Thought I'd talk about how I caught my fish yesterday. It took us a little while to figure out the bite yesterday. These fish, the water started out at 44 degrees yesterday morning, finally up in the mid 45 to 46. And I was able to catch, we had 5 bites. I caught 2 really nice bass on an old school bucktail bass jig. So this is something I really like using in this cold water. The bucktail is a very subtle material. I was pairing that with a old school Zoom salty chunk in a green pumpkin color. So I really like to vary the colors this time of year in the spring. The water's got a little stain. I like a black jig with a green pumpkin trailer. I was also dipping the legs in some chartreuse dye to add just a little bit of color. And so just really hopping this bait really slow along the bottom in 3 to 4 feet of water around these cypress knees. That's where we got all our bites. The key was just to move the bait very slow, short hops right through those knees, and every now and then one would grab it.